Good morning, party people.
We love you guys.
Welcome to the breakdown. Today we're checking out the Amity Affliction, Like Love.
Yeah.
This song is dedicated to Sean Kennedy.
Yes, he was the
Prom
bass
Queen.
player from I Killed the Prom Queen, a massively popular metalcore band in Australia. So, expecting this one to get a little bit emotionally heavy lyrically.
As it is a Amity Affliction song anyway.
Yeah.
We have talked about this on the channel before. We were both big fans of Amity and then felt like they played the same album 3 times in a row. And what was it? Let the Ocean Take Me? Was probably the last album that we liked, and then they did that album 3 times.
I loved Youngbloods, and then after that I kind of just fell off. It's just... Generally, they haven't released anything that's grabbed me and said, listen to this over all the other metalcore bands you love.
Or this is something we haven't done before. They just repeated the same music, and for me, that... Like, we talk about progression being a good thing. I felt like this band hadn't progressed necessarily. The last song I heard from them sounded like a Bring Me the Horizon song.
Yeah, okay.
But having said that, I'm definitely open to checking them out because we were big fans of them back in the day. They're strong. They're a mainstay in the scene. They've done really well. They've been quite successful.
They put Australia on the map in a big way to a lot of younger people, and
Yeah, for sure.
we cannot argue their work ethic and their populace. They are super, super loved and adored. And
Fabulous. Great word. Well done.
Thanks, man.
It's
Thanks.
about time you said a smart thing.
It is. Don't worry, I'll fuck it up.
If you guys want to like and subscribe, that would be sick. Thank you. We've got merch. Oh, we're both wearing it for once. If you love a Wowo, if you love Johnny, check out the link down below.
Also, this is the first time they're featured on the channel. Yeah.
This is a first for the channel. Yeah. Let's hope it's a good one. 3, 2, 1.
Implied.
Drop it on the tongue like love. Even though you know it won't be enough. Let me through, break into your skin. We both know the feeling. So if it takes me away for a while, we could just heaven as we kiss the stars. I can't forget myself and make my way to where you are. We can fade away into the night. Close my eyes and I can feel alive.
Before we kick into the chorus here, I feel like he's got a bit more clarity to his heavy scream there.
I liked that almost sort of a little bit of a sort of pitch in the backings of one of those lines he did as well, which is like I said, I haven't listened to him for quite a while, but
He's always had a very raw, heavy voice. But I think
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like I'm actually taking the lyrics of it a lot more in this one straight away on first listen.
yeah, for sure.
Like that guitar line.
That was a
Last
fucking
beat?
sick drum fill.
Yeah,
well
really
done.
cool. Also like that line, another star fell out of the sky the night you chose to take your own life.
Yeah,
That's, like I said, they very heavy lyrics. But
yeah, they're quite known for touching on a lot of sort of mental health and suicide issues, which is one thing that I'll never take away from them.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking great because it's all you got to do is just have a look on their posts and through their comment sections of their videos. They're helping a lot of kids.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
that's a great
fucking
thing
awesome.
they've been able to do is, obviously, is it Joel that had depression?
Potentially. Doesn't everyone
One of
have
the
a little
things,
bit
but
of
like
depression?
went through a very like heavy page where
Yeah.
it was considering suicide, and then kind of came through that. And I think being able to tell his own story and share that with people is super important. And it's something that a younger audience who might be feeling the same way can relate to and understand
Yeah,
and see
100%.
that there's hope. That's really cool.
Yeah. Interesting tone.
That's a big breakdown line. We touched heaven in the midst of hell, but that was heavy, man.
It's heavy. Interesting tone on the guitars, though. Like, they were very sort of, I don't know, they almost had this sort of muffled sound about them, I guess. Like, there wasn't much clarity in there.
Yeah, and there's also that synthy sounding
Yeah.
in
But
the
it
background
worked.
there, which I really
I
like.
thought it was cool.
On the tongue like love, even though you know it won't be enough.
I'll be in space.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Very well shot, very gritty, very emotionally driven and unnerving clip for sure. So, before we touch on the song, I think the important part about this song and this clip is the message and the subject matter more than anything. Very, 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 very heavy shit to sort of talk about and deal with.
If anyone out there is struggling, feel free to reach out. We are here, and we'd hate for anyone to feel like they're alone, because that's one of the big things that music has that brings people together, and we love being able to share that with you guys and feel like there's a connection there, and there really is. So if anyone is struggling out there, please do reach out, because you are not alone.
Absolutely. We all go through rough times. You know, even the most, happiest looking and successful of us all feel really fucking shitty sometimes. So, like Nat said, please do reach out. Please call someone. I know in Australia we've got Lifeline and Beyond Blue and things like that all around the world. You have avenues. Please use them. Obviously very tough for these boys. SK was a huge part of the Aussie metalcore scene. Prom Queen were a huge part of the scene.
Yeah.
Was a very loved guy. I got to meet him a few times back in the day. Real shame that people get to this point where they feel like that's the only way out.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool thing that they've done, and they've been able to kind of translate the hurt that leaves when someone does decide to take their own life. I mean, whoever makes that decision, they've obviously, because they feel like they're doing the world a favour by going, or they need to end it. But it just shows what hurt is left behind. I feel like we've talked about this a few times. Bands being able to act in their film clips, and Joel Birch there, you can feel the emotion in it. There was obviously they have gone through it, but being able to do that on camera and portray that is such a skill.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, like it's you can see that there is not acting. They've obviously written this song in SK's memory.
Yeah.
And I think that it's, you know, we're lucky that we have, you know, or they're lucky that they have an avenue like this where they can pour that emotion and they can let it out. That song aside and all that sort of stuff, and any feelings about the band aside, that's such a well portrayed and conveyed feeling regarding to what's happened. So I think they've done really well. I think if you like this band and you love this band for what they do with stuff like that, you're very lucky that you've got a band that connects people so well.
Yeah.
And will touch on that openly and will be open and will be so emotionally vulnerable to everyone and let them in like that. I think it's really cool.
Now let's talk about the music there, because I was pleasantly surprised. That's the best thing I've heard from them in a long time. I feel like there was a lot of dynamics in there that we haven't listened to, and as you said before, we haven't really gone into the last album or two, but there were so many little things there. That string section.
The string
was
section
sick.
sold the song for me.
But
Yeah.
for me, that was just like icing on the cake. I actually really liked it. I think the structure, they have that clean, heavy thing down. That's their thing. And it works well when you've got two vocalists that do their thing well. I think, as I said, Joel's voice there really, really stuck out for me in being heavy but still clear. I can't remember the other singer's name. Aaron. That's it.
Yeah.
His voice is like pretty standard. He has his tone and he sticks to that, which is fine. Like, he does that well and it's very easily understood.
Yeah.
I feel like there was that cool little guitar line that was there the whole way through there that was a bit different there.
Yeah.
There was the muted sort of guitar sounds in that breakdown, which was cool. And yeah, those strings on top at the end. And it built. The whole thing built the whole way through.
I feel like the end of that song was really a good show of just emotion through music. It was really well done. Look, I feel like you can't sort of judge this song in a musical sense too harshly, because I just feel like this song is just we need to get out our feelings. This isn't a show how great musicians we are. This isn't a show-off song. We don't need cool riffs in this song. We don't need to go over the top. There was some really incredible drum fills in there, and I thought the drums carried this song really well with the spacing between the beats and the hits in the chorus and stuff like that. Yeah, the guitars were, you know, they were just riffs and chord progressions, and it was fine.
That's just fucking music, man.
Yeah, but you know.
The guitar thing, they had riffs, you know.
Well, there wasn't really, except for that line behind it for me, there wasn't really anything I grabbed onto musically.
Okay, sure.
I know I'm going to get hate for this, but I just don't connect to the clean vocals in this band. They're just, I don't know, they're so safe. He's a great singer. He's a great vocalist. Don't get angry. For me, I just don't get anything from it. It's just like, yeah, you're a good singer, but you're just singing. I think
he has a range that he's just in all the time. And that was that thing we talked about. Each song started to sound the same because it was that progression, that was, not progression, the heavy, clean. And I think the heavy and clean, there was never much variety in them.
Yeah.
And that's, you're right. It's not saying he's not good, it's just we got tired of that. But I enjoyed that song. What did you guys think? Comment below, let us know your thoughts. If you're not a big Amity fan, did you like the song? If you are a big fan, are you happy with this?
I feel like we're the only ones in the world who aren't big Amity fans. They're so huge.
No, I know other people there that feel the same way. Like, I've had that conversation with people when whatever the last album came out. They're like, did you listen to it? I was like, oh, not really. I'm like, you're not missing much. And that's with friends of mine that had the same thing. It's not saying they're not a good band. It's just saying they've done the same thing on repeat.
That's a very important point. Don't jump in the comments and get pissed off. We're not saying they're not a good band. I just don't really enjoy listening to them that much compared to other metalcore bands. The thing about music, if they make you feel good, if they make you happy, or they help you through a hard time and you enjoy it, who gives a fuck what we think? We're just providing some entertainment for you guys and talking about our opinions on songs. So just remember that before you get upset how other people feel.
I don't care if you get upset. I stick with my opinion. I liked that song.
I thought the song was okay. It was an Amity song to me. I really enjoyed the emotion and the message. Message to today, Junior.
That's all, folks.
We'll see you guys next time.